as a single mom, it was very hard back then to put food on the table, school shopping, going to, open school and all that stuff. But one of the things I remember, I used to feel hurt in the sense that I used to think at one point that God didn't provide, like God, I can't cook the oxtail today, Sunday. I can't cook oxtail and rice and peas for my kids. I used to feel like God didn't provide until one day God said to me, look in the cabinet. And he said, there's corned beef, there's this, there's that. Look in the fridge, there's egg, there's water, there's egg, there's bread, there's cheese. All we have to do is to cook. And when God let me realize that, that's when I realized that he did provide. Now, my question to my daughter now that she's an adult is, I used to feel guilty knowing that or feeling that I wasn't providing for them. So what is one of the things you would tell a mom that's currently feeling like that? Like, I'm working so hard, or I'm unemployed, or times are just hard for me right now and I'm trying to provide for my kids. What is one of the things you would say to that mom so she don't feel like how I feel? And what is one of the things you would say to that child so they don't feel like as if their mom is not doing enough for them?
I think for the mom, your child knows and is fully aware of the situation, no matter how much you try to hide it. You can't hide it from them. They're understanding of what's going on because they're experiencing it. And I think you're focused on trying to give them the best, when maybe the best, what they really may want, is just a present mom. And the best that you can give them is the best version of yourself. And I understand that times are hard during that time, but you can make creative things with your kids out of the little that you have. When God can trust you with the little, he makes the little much. So even in that, if you have only soup, I remember I was a creative chef during that time. I was chefing it up with the little that I had. I would put, because I was tired of the foods tasting the same, I would put tuna in the packet noodles, the cup of noodles, and I would put them together and see how they tasted. I would put bologna and some egg and make these. That's how literally the ketchup and mayo came about, of like trying to find new sauces and things. So be a creative chef with your kid. It's a trying time and it's really hard, and the kid gets that, so you might not be able to do it all the time, but those are the times that your child remembers, and those are the times that you will remember. Remember when we made this sauce together? Remember when we did this? Out of the little that you have, you can make a lot, and it depends on how your perspective is. And so I say now to the kid, your perspective, your mom is trying. You have to understand it's only her trying to do a role of two, and a lot of these roles she weren't meant for. A lot of these roles she wasn't prepared for, but she's trying. And so I say, remember that, because it allows you to give both the trying parent and the non-trying parent grace. The non-trying parent, it comes in a little later, but it gives you the opportunity to give the trying parent grace. Maybe not always in that moment, but definitely as you grow older and revelation comes to you, you give the trying parent grace. And so give your parents grace. They're trying. And when you have children, your children are not going to like certain things that you do too. And you're going to want the same grace. And so give your parents grace and understand that they're doing out the best that they can. And so it don't matter who's telling you, oh, I got this, I got that. The riches, see riches differently than the riches of the world. True riches is the smallest things that should be of bigger value, and not the big things that we put on this world as value.
Thank you.